Hello mga Filipino investors! Welcome sa Filipino Income YouTube channel. Sa video natin ngayon, we will talk about the ups and downs of Dito Telecommunications. Ano nga ba ang Dito at bakit isa ito sa most traded stocks ngayong second quarter of 2020? Umpisahan natin sa what question at kung ano yung Dito at saan ito nanggaling. Ang Dito ay ang pinakabagong telecommunications company sa Pilipinas. In short, telco ang industry and sector nito. Dahil bago pa lang ang Dito, wala pa silang published list of products o services na pwede nating ma-examine for qualitative fundamental analysis. Pero we can safely assume na ang products, services, and market offers nila will be similar dun sa mga competition niya, which are PLDT Smart at of course Globe Telecom. With this in mind, we can make the assumption na mag-o-offer ang Dito Telecom ng prepaid and postpaid mobile phone services. Malaki rin ang posibilidad na mag-offer sila ng home internet services katulad ng broadband and wireless connection. Dahil napag-usapan na rin natin yung Globe and PLDT Smart, let's talk about Dito's competition. To understand the appeal of Dito sa mga consumers, let's look back sa history ng telecom industry sa Pilipinas. Sa mga lumaki dito sa Pilipinas, you probably remember what the internet was like noong 2000s and 2010s. Sobrang bagal ng download speed noon. Ang mahal ng monthly payments if gusto mo talagang mabilis ang internet mo. If you were paying more than 1,000 pesos at a time for a broadband subscription, swerte ka na if makakuha ka ng consistent na 100 to 200 kilobytes per second na download speed sa peer-to-peer networks. At the time, the consumers in the telco market were begging for faster and cheaper internet speeds. Unfortunately, there were very few options in the market. For a time, Globe lang at PLDT yung pwede mong pagpilian. When President Duterte came into office, he threatened Globe and PLDT to improve their services, or else a third telecommunication company will be introduced. And their deadline came to pass. Unfortunately, Dito yung nanalo na company doon sa third telecommunications provider bidding. Maaari nating sabihin na for a time isang duopoly ang telco sa Pilipinas at yung Dito ay considered as the third major telecom company next to Globe and PLDT Smart. Now, how will Dito improve the internet in the Philippines? One effective way for us to predict a company's performance is to look into the history of the company and past performance of its owners when it comes to earnings generation and efficiency. This is difficult with Dito because it is a new player in the telco industry. As of the creation of this video, wala pa akong nakikitang document sa official website ng Dito kung saan nakalagay yung owner's disclosure nito at yung top 20 shareholders. Their published website, which is www.dito.ph, is just one page at wala pa itong investor relations page as of June of 2020. Pero based on sa isinumite nilang documents of ownership sa pag-apply nila for telco services bidding sa NTC, ito ang ownership structure nila. 35% sa Udina Corporation, 25% sa Chelsea Logistics Corporation, which is also a subsidiary of Udina Corporation, and 40% to a foreign company, China Telecommunications Corporation. Umpisahan natin yung first two. Udina and its subsidiary, Chelsea Logistics, are holding companies and are both under businessman Dennis Uy, the man behind Phoenix Petroleum and To Go Shipping, among other companies operating around the Philippines. Prior to being renamed Dito, the company was called Mislatel, which was a Mindanao-based telecom that was given a franchise to operate back in 1998, but never actually did expand nationally. Now, the reason most of you never heard of a Dito Telecom IPO is because Mislatel was already being traded as a subsidiary of ISM Communications Corporation in the PSE. So before Dito, yung pangalan nito was ISM. This is also the reason kung bakit hindi natin pwede gamitin ang mga fundamental ratios in the PSE for Dito, because these numbers are from the business of ISM Communications and they do not apply sa new business and trading theme ng new company na Dito. While Mislatel was a failed venture, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin that Dito will also fail in expanding its services to the rest of the Philippines. This is because 40% of the company is owned by China Telecom Corporation. So mahabang istorya pa yung China Telecom. It's safe to assume na ang China Telecom ang mamamahala ng technical side ng business because Dennis Uy does not have extensive experience handling a telecom company. Because this is a foreign and a state-run company and notorious ang China for not being transparent, I know very little of the effectiveness of China Telecom sa pag-run ng isang telco company in a competitive market. However, dahil China ito, there are a lot of red flags dito which we will discuss in a separate video. So abangan nyo ang video na ito in a few days. Mag-subscribe na rin kayo at i-click yung bell button para ma-notify kayo paglabas ng video na to. So that is the history and the ownership of Dito in a nutshell. Now, let's go to its USP or unique selling proposition. Ano ang qualities ng Dito products and services na magbibigay sa kanya ng edge sa consumer market? So let's talk about the obvious na mga pwedeng i-improve ni Dito sa telco industry. The first one is cost and internet speed. Since President Duterte came into office and threatened PLDT and Globe, both companies have improved their services considerably. Maraming urban parts na ng country yung na-convert from copper wires to fiber optics connectivity. Faster yung pag-transmit ng data sa fiber optics cable, so mas mabilis yung internet dito. Ito rin ang industry standard for companies who rely on the internet katulad ng financial institutions at mga BPO companies. Mas mataas na rin yung speed limits ng both companies relative to the cost of monthly subscription for home internet. Yung PLDT at Globe na 1,299 plan is now 5 to 10 Mbps yung speed. Depende kung may promo pag sign up ninyo. As of the creation of this video, wala na ring data cap yung both PLDT and Globe for their new subscribers. As for mobile, medyo mahal pa rin yung data plans for both Smart and Globe. Yung 999 pesos mo sa Globe will get you 11 gigabytes per month and 10 gigabytes per month naman for Smart for mobile data. Para makakompete yung Dito, dapat patas or mas magaling pa yung offer nila sa mobile and home internet. Pumunta naman tayo sa customer service. Isang area sa industry kung saan kailangan ng malaking improvement ay yung customer service. Ang Globe merong customer service hotline at chat, pero sobrang tagal ng waiting time pag mag-call ka dito. At 9 AM to 6 PM lang sila operational. So if nasiraan ka after 6 PM, Twitter na lang or Facebook chat yung only options mo. Aside sa access to customer service, dapat ring ma-improve ni dito yung response time ng repair teams nila. We will have to see if merong improvement sa customer service ang dito when they become operational. And lastly, there is room for improvement when it comes to internet penetration. To define internet penetration, ito yung accessibility ng internet sa mga areas na mahirap abutin ng mga telco companies in the past. If you live in the metro or in a big city in the Philippines, hindi issue yung internet connectivity. Pero if you live in a new subdivision, for example, or in a rural community, maaaring naiintindihan mo yung challenges of getting affordable and fast internet connection. Here, pwedeng magkaroon ng malaking market edge si dito if it can penetrate these communities because it is a gap in the market na hindi pa na-fulfill ng Globe at PLDT. This is particularly important sa mga big but underserviced communities sa Visayas and Mindanao. Marami pang towns and barangays around the islands na hindi pa nakakakonect sa broadband. Yung only option nila ay yung wireless home internet na slower at mas likely yung latency or delay compared to broadband services. With its founder from Mindanao, Dito may have a better insight in the communities that need better internet connection in the southern part of the country. Ito pa ang areas na maaaring improve ni Dito sa telecom industry when differentiating itself in the market. Yung success nila will depend on their marketing. Who will they target? Ano yung offer nila? And how will they convince long-term Globe and PLDT Smart users to switch to their services? So should you buy Dito stocks? Right now, ang kumpanya ay hindi pa operational as a telecommunications company. It is early in the life cycle of this business. In fact, yung popularity nito is mainly because sila yung nakakuha ng bid noong 2018 third telco provider bidding. At this point, ang Dito ay nasa infrastructure stage pa lang. This means they are currently building cell towers, local data centers, and even their local service centers sa mga cities and towns kung saan sila mag-ooperate. They are expected to start operations in the first or second quarter of 2021, depende sa impact ng COVID sa building stage nila. Dahil wala pa tayong earnings report for its telecom business, hindi pa natin magagamit yung numbers doon sa PSE to analyze yung business performance. All we have is their progress reports in building their cell towers and doon sa pag-hit nila ng operations launch date na March 2021. Dahil wala pa tayong numbers to base our analysis on, mayroong malaking uncertainty or ambiguity sa stock na ito. Pag may ambiguity in a promising company, especially sa mga startups like Dito, usually tumataas yung price nito. This is the reason why we are seeing massive trading volumes sa stock na ito right now. For our forecast here in FilipinoIncome.com, we expect Dito prices to climb back up. Right now, it is trading at a range of 2 pesos and 50 cents and 3 pesos and 50 cents. The price movements are purely speculations from traders dahil wala pa tayong business performance to base our trading actions on. But this is the time for Dito Telecom to prove itself to investors by sticking to its deadlines despite the COVID-19 pandemic and launching on time. Before we end this video, let's talk about the massive elephant in the room. Actually, it is more of a dragon than an elephant. The fact that 40% of the company is run by the Chinese government and China is going through a lot right now, we will need to discuss this part of Dito Telecom. This will be the topic of our next video. So if hindi pa kayo nakapag-subscribe, do it now. so that you will be notified when this video comes out.